and gentlemen, please welcome the chairman of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, Bob Chapek.
Thank you, Mark and Leanne. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So it's a pleasure to be here with all of you today. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. And we're so glad that so many of your families could join you on this trip. So we appreciate the role that all of you play in providing our guests with information so that they can make the most out of their visits. And we really also value the input that you give us. So keep those ideas and suggestions coming, please. So I know Leanne and the team have kept you busy this week, and I hope you're having a good time. All right. So from what I understand, yesterday you enjoyed a unique breakfast at Pandora, the World of Avatar. Was that fun? Yeah, it was amazing, right? So that new land has exceeded all of our expectations. Guests tell us that they love being able to step into that immersive world of Pandora. And Avatar Flight of Passage has quickly become the highest rated attraction at Walt Disney World. So tomorrow, you're going to set sail for Castaway Cay on board the Disney Dream. And if you haven't already done it, you're going to get the chance to experience the magic of our magnificent ships. Now, how many of you have already been on the Disney Dream? All right, a lot of you. All right, that's great. So as you can tell, we're really excited about the cruise business. But by the way, I must admit, I'm really envious of your agenda. You know, we have big plans for Walt Disney Parks and Resorts around the world, and I'm looking forward to sharing some of those ideas with all of you today. So I suspect that many of you feel the awe and wonder that I do every time I enter into a park and sort of see the castle, like, wow. And it never changes for me, no matter how many times I've seen them all around the world. It's sort of that intangible but very real feeling that sets Disney apart from everyone else. It's in our DNA. And as you know, every single day at our parks, millions of guests make magical memories that last a lifetime. And one of the ways that we create these magical memories is by fully immersing our guests in that Disney experience through every aspect of their stay. And it all begins with how you get around the resort. Now, it looks like many of you already were able to take a ride in our incredibly popular minivans. They've been a huge hit with our guests, and we've already doubled the size of our fleet due to guest demand in the first year alone. And during a future visit, you'll be able to take to the skies with your favorite Disney pals as the Disney Skyliner transports guests between parks, delivering more fun along the way. This morning, we're going to take a look into the future and see even more magic coming to our park. Our adventures today may take us to a place that many of us have wanted to go for decades. Maybe step into that galaxy far, far away. And when the time is right, our favorite heroes also need our help to help save the day. Or we may be invited into Andy's backyard where we can play with our friends from Toy Story. But let's begin by bringing out a few special friends. Hi, Mickey. Hi, Minnie. Thanks for being here.
Hiya, Bob. It's great to see ya.
Hi, Bob. Oh, good morning, everyone. Hello.
So, Minnie, before we get started here, I want to congratulate you on your brand new reception of the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. What an honor.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Minnie, should we say what we have planned next?
Well, actually, we have a little surprise for you, Mickey.
You do? Gee, what is it?
All right, Mickey, we are going to celebrate today some of our very special friends that we have, but especially you.
Me? Aw, gosh.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell everybody about it, and maybe we'll have you guys go get ready for the rest of the day, and you can come back and we can have some more fun.
Oh, all right then. See you soon.
All right, excellent. Thank you, guys.
Wonderful. Let's go.
So can you all believe that Mickey Mouse first debuted to the world in 1928? He forever changed the world of entertainment, and nearly 90 years later, billions of people, including all of us, have made a special place for him in our hearts and on our Instagram feeds. And that's why at Parks and Resorts, we often recall what Walt Disney said when he encouraged us all to never lose sight of one thing: it was all started by a mouse. Guests at our parks have never really had the opportunity to be a part of that cartoon world that started it all. But as you know, that's all about to change, because next year we'll be opening Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's his first ever ride-through attraction. And since everyone loves Mickey, we know it needs to be amazing for the fans, but of course, for him. And the fun begins when you see the premiere of a new cartoon short with Minnie and Mickey getting ready for a picnic. And as they head out, they drive alongside a train, and they find out that the engineer is Goofy. And then, in one magical moment, you step into the train and into the movie. With Goofy in charge, you know it's going to be a wild ride. Our Imagineers have been hard at work to create something that defies logic and is sure to impress. Now, you won't need 3D glasses, but it may look like it, but we're calling it 2.5D. We've been working with our partners at Disney Television Animation, you know, the people who create the popular and award-winning Mickey shorts, to help keep the characters and the story authentic. There's even going to be a brand new catchy theme song created specifically for this attraction. Now we're pulling out all the stops to make Mickey's first ride an unbelievable experience for our guests. And we're thrilled about the new generations of Disney fans seeing Mickey, Minnie, and the gang in a whole new way. We're also looking ahead and creating an experience inspired by some of our newer characters and stories. Baymax from the hit movie Big Hero 6 is a fan favorite in Japan. Now, construction is underway on the first ever attraction that was inspired by that movie at Tokyo Disneyland. And additionally in Tokyo, there will be an entirely new area in Fantasyland themed to Beauty and the Beast, with a new attraction where the story and enchanted objects come to life before your very eyes, all set to the award-winning music that we all know and love. This spring in Hong Kong Disneyland will debut a brand new stage show inspired by the recent Disney animated hit, Moana. Woo! That resort will also soon be home to Walt Disney Parks and Resorts' first fully dedicated land to Frozen. It will transport guests to the magical world of Arendelle. Guests at Epcot have been loving the addition of Frozen to that park, so we know that Anna, Elsa, Olaf, Sven, and Kristoff will be immediate hits for our guests in Hong Kong. And that's, of course, not to mention the dining, shopping, and entertainment that will immerse guests into this Norway-inspired kingdom. Now, not all of Disney's stories take place in a world of, let's say, fantasy, but some happen in a world of adventure in a galaxy far, far away. As many of you and your fans know, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will be opening at Disneyland and here at Walt Disney World next year. And it's safe to say that there's been a little bit of enthusiasm about these lands. Our Imagineers have really been pushing the boundaries of what's possible and taking the concept of building these fully immersive worlds to a whole new level. These lands will open with 2 attractions. One that puts you in the middle of a climactic battle between the First Order and the Resistance inside a Star Destroyer. And as you can see from this image, the scale of this attraction is unlike anything we've ever done before. And in our second attraction, guests will fly the coolest ship in the galaxy, the Millennium Falcon. Now this attraction puts you in complete control of the experience. So whether you're flying the ship, shooting the blasters, or preparing for hyperspace, everyone is critical to the mission's success. Now, were any of you at the D23 Expo in California this last summer? So if so, you know that we unveiled the model for these tremendous new lands, and some of you may have actually seen them yesterday. As these photos show, the lands will be spectacular, truly epic. This remote trading port on the galaxy's edge has long been known to the home for incredible adventures. And if you ever have had a chance to ride Star Tours, you may have landed on the planet of Batu on the galaxy's edge. It's a hangout for droids and alien creatures and characters that we've all come to know and love from the Star Wars films. BB-8's going to be there, and he's going to be joined by fan favorites like Chewie. Guess we'll also encounter members of the First Order, and you're definitely going to have a sense of what it's like to feel the wrath of Kylo Ren. Now, there's something truly different about visiting the galaxy's edge. Because just like in Star Wars, what you do matters. And for those of you who want to, you can build a reputation as you go through the land. Your actions can help you, or eventually they may catch up with you. And everyone will be able to get lost in the sights and the sounds of Batu. Our Imagineers have gone to great lengths to create an authentic Star Wars story. Now take a look at this picture of how the Millennium Falcon is actually coming together. That's an actual photo. Isn't that cool? It's an actual photo of the Millennium Falcon that's being built. Many people have dreamed of seeing it for more than 40 years. And in just a little over a year, they will actually be able to walk into it. And better yet, fly it. We're also building a fleet of full-size X-Wing starfighters. Take a look at these new photos. They show just how real this land will be. Can you imagine the number of selfies that will be taken with these? We're also bringing this level of authenticity to the merchandise. You can find a toy shop in the street market, and this outpost has exclusive offerings that are handcrafted by the local artisans of the land. And as you can see, they're fun, unique, and completely adorable. But that's not all we have planned for Star Wars in our parks, because as you know, we recently announced a groundbreaking new hotel concept here at Walt Disney World Resort. It combines a luxury resort with a complete immersion into an authentic Star Wars story. At this